Hey everybody, RandyJ here. You're looking at the 44 tonner. This video you're about to watch is called The Tale of Two Locos. It's about the 44 tonner and my brother's Jeep 60. So sit back and enjoy the video. And thanks for watching. And we're almost to 500 subscribers. So if you're that 500th, give it a little chime. Let's get to 500. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, Randy J here. We're pushing close to the middle of July already. I think today's the 9th, 2026. This is my GE 44 tonner, which is the Spreckle switcher. You can see it's a Santa Fe locomotive. I also have another one that's the DC version that needs to be painted. Fred has that shell, and I have the DC components for that one. I need to put a DC seat chip in it. I think it can be done. No big deal. But while I have this apart, I went ahead and lubed all the bearings, the gears, and everything. And I currently have got it running around the layout. Here it comes. Every once in a while it stalls at a switch because it's really a short wheelbase locomotive. But here it comes. That black thing obviously is the decoder. But yeah, it's not making a lot of noise. It's running really good. Other than stalling it to turn out every now and then. Especially this one here. It'll run over it 100 times and then all of a sudden it stops. So here it comes. And there it goes. Alright, I'm going to try to paint this today, so maybe next time you see it, it's going to be white and blue. For some reason it will run one day and the next day it does not, so I think it's just got to be something to look at. So I'll keep trying to make it run. If it doesn't want to run, I don't really care. So, I'll show you this when it's complete. Well, yeah, you're looking at my studio. This is going to be a video about another blue box. My brother purchased a Jeep 60, and we're going to be putting it together. So stay tuned. I got the umbrella up, lights on, and I got the instruction sheet and my glasses. I'm ready to go. So is a soldering iron. Okay, we're going to switch over to the Canon Digital Rebel TE6. Well, you know the routine. Get rid of this thing. Get rid of this. I'm going to be pulling the gearboxes off. Give it a little bit of lubing. I'm going to be soldering the wires right at the bottom. And then, something I don't show is I'm going to be putting on the handrails. Which is, to me, that's the fun of the old blue box, putting those handrails on. Sometimes they can be a real pain in the butt, but use this little magic tool here. It's not such a pain in the butt. Alright, sit tight, here we go. It's the magic of television! Boom! Yeah, you guys all know the routine. Orange top, gray bottom, and the black. All that stuff needs to be wired up and soldered here and here. Put a black down and it'll be the ground. And I might have a light, I don't know. I may have to wait and get some LEDs. For now, I'm going to do some soldering. Okay, when you're soldering onto these posts, it's always a good idea to rough them up a little bit, and the solder tends to stick to it a lot better. Kind of common sense. Some people don't always know. So, there we go. Magical wand of solder. Flux paste. It's getting dirty, isn't it? Flux is getting dirty. Alright, I'm going to put a glove on right here. Put some back here. Can't see it though. It's kind of out of focus, but here we go. As long as I don't set off the smoke alarm, I'll be alright. Okay, that'll get me started. Can't see it, but that's the red wire. It's going to go here. And then I have on the red wire a purple wire, which is going to go over here. I know you can't see it very well. Here, let me shut this light off. That better? Can you see better? Anyway, the next thing I need to do before I put these wires on it, I need to take care of this. I need to put a piece of tape. If you have liquid tape, you can put liquid tape on there so it doesn't short out. But I usually just put a piece of good old-fashioned electrician's tape. Works every time. Alright. I think it's breakfast time, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. What I've done, you see the hole there I tapped and for the ground wire, and black tape covered the bare spot on the metal. Now I'm ready to put the motor back in and put the trucks back on it. Before I put the trucks back on it and start soldering everything, I'm going to make sure that the wheels are engaged, because sometimes with these older blue box locomotives, the wheels aren't always engaged. Plus I marked so I don't get them confused. If you can see, there's an R on there. That's the rear truck. And of course, front truck. And you can tell the front and the back because that's where the light used to be. And I always throw these things in my utility box and use them for other projects. So that's where we are. I'm going to do some lubing on this guy. I got a little heavier lube. So basically I'm just going to drop some in. If I can get in focus here. There we go. That's better. Right in here. And then spin it a little bit. Back and forth on the table. And then when I put it back on the locomotive, it's ready to go. I'll put some more lube on it when I get it running. Same thing with the rear or the front truck. It's kind of heavier lube. This locomotive has ran before. It's got some marks on the armature. You can tell that it's been used, but it's not that bad. Okay, so breakfast was good, by the way. I got full. Okay, I'll catch you on the next step. Alright, I didn't dull you with some of the soldering, checking the wheel gauge. The wheel gauge was perfect. I drilled the hole so we can do the black wire, the ground. I still need to put a metal clip on there, solder a metal clip to it, and then get a 256 screw and drop in there and tighten it up, and the ground will be done. Then I can program it and put a headlight in it at a later date and time. Before I program it, I'm going to go ahead and put the handrails and stuff on it. I just wanted to get this part out of the way because it's the hardest, and I've been having a lot of back pain today, so it's kind kind of doing a little at a time. So I'm going to take another break, and we'll see in a little bit. Okay, here it is. Let me see if I can focus better. Anyway, this is the ground. Purple to the red, to the red. Gray bottom. Orange top. No lights yet, I don't have any LEDs. Next step, handrails. So, putting that aside, I've got the, you can barely see it, let me adjust here. Camera movement. Camera movement. And there they are. Zoom in, nope, that's out, zoom in. Okay. It tells me here where the long ones go and the short ones go. And what I've got in the magical little blue box, I got the handrails. There they go. There they are. And there's also the stuff for the trucks and the headlights. So what I'm going to do is just spread them out on this sheet, this white sheet of paper I had put down. Zoom back out. And make sure that I've got the short ones and the long ones separated so I know where they go. So stay tuned. Okay, and I will use my pointer. I got 3 extra longs, and a bunch of longs, and a bunch of shorts. Of course, I used my magnet to pull them out so I can sort them out. And according to the instructions, the fireman's side needs 2 long ones. Let me back him up. Here and here. So I've also got the rear and front handrails, fireman's side, engineer's side, all separated, set aside so I know what goes where. So now I'm going to drill out these holes, and then I'll start putting the stanchions on the necessary handrails, the correct number. Okay, so with that I'm going to go ahead and kill this for a little bit, do the work, and then I'll show you the finished product. Well, I got all but the rear stanchions and guardrail on. I'm going to have to touch it with a little bit of super glue because they always seem to come loose. No matter what you do, they come loose, fall out, whatever. They come missing. That's probably why they give you so many extras. But anyway, we're that close to getting this thing running. And I'm on another break now, and we'll see what happens in a little bit. I may or may not finish this today. I may wait. So let's keep on going, and let's see if I can get this done. Okay. It is finished. Other than having headlights, all the details, with the exception of the truck details, they're not done yet. And it needs to be programmed, but other than that, this project is done. I need to program it and run it, so maybe I'll show it running later. Pull on one of my trains.